girl, Chella H, big H, not the lowercase. They say the best for last, so y'all know I had to pop my shit. Hey, heavy on the scissors, I be cutting the fuck up. I'm saying some bitches in they place and now they shutting the fuck up. I'm the queen of the rack, don't give a fuck what you heard. Can't no bitch get that title if they grew up in the burbs.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chella H, the realest bitch in it, and I'm in here with my boy OG Pop on What's Poppin' Podcast. You know what the fuck's going on.
Capri Sun, no cap, bitch.
It's your boy Pop, OG Pop here with What's Poppin' Podcast. We celebrating 50 years of hip hop. It's that week, and how better to celebrate 50 years of hip hop in Chicago with we're bringing Chella H, one of our original queens of this Chicago hip hop shit in Chicago. Everybody in the studio, let's make some noise for Chella H. Again, thank you hip hop for allowing us to feel, express, and create. Chella H, I love to first say thank you for coming to rock with us. I've been trying to get your ass now for about maybe a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah, you was in LA. You was telling me, hey, look, right now I can't. And I got lucky because Sasha Gohar was in here, and it was like in China, one of the girls that I be is our friend, and she's worked with us in movies and whatnot. She was like, she in town now. And she been frequently in town. You should hit her up. And that's what made me hit you up again after hitting you up like 20 times.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We appreciate you. It's an honor. You definitely have 50 years of hip hop credibility to bring you on this week. You've been doing this shit, maybe not 50 years,
Definitely not 50,
but you've been doing it, you know, from the beginning of the times.
Yeah.
You've worked with everybody in the city. You know what? I'm gonna let you. Well, from what I see, you worked with some dope people. Unfortunately, when you was in your bag and in your shit at the beginning of your career, I was locked up. I was gone for 2 decades. Oh, okay. I came home when you was starting to turn up, and you worked with Soulja Boy, Shauna, Trina. I seen Little Dirk when Dirk was a baby. You all got a song. Yeah. I'm not gonna say no more names, cause you even work with some of the young artists, and that's dope. But could you give us take us through a journey of your involvement and love into getting into hip hop?
I mean, that would be like a whole biography, but you mean as far as who all I worked with, or and whatever? No. You want me to just explain my?
Get the people like when you first stepped into. I'm gonna get into this hip hop shit. Give us a little journey of what you went through.
Okay, well, I started off rapping. It was been a long time ago, and I mean, I ain't trying to be, but I'm thinking you supposed to ask me the questions, or you want me to just tell you the whole?
Well, I just want to know what got you into music. The beginning of your journey. To the
well, I always been a poet, so I always been like an author. So I was always great at like writing poems and stories and type shit and songs. So I decided, I was just gonna take it serious, and that's how I just started making music.
And when early in your career, you were one of the first independent females that actually got on the radio.
Yes.
What song was that actually got you there?
My first song ever that got me on the radio was a song called "Break Your Back In," and DJ Phantom and Sundance was the first people to ever play anything of mine on the radio. I remember that. But after that, my next record that got me to be the only, well, not the only, but the first female, as they say, independently in regular rotation without a label outside. That's a fact, was Pay For This. So Pay For This was like one of my most popular ratchet songs, to where the first whole ratchet thing really started coming out, and I was like the first really like to do that in Chicago. And I shot a video with Will Gates and who the fuck produced Paper This? I forgot. But
Shame on you.
I mean, shit, it's been a minute. It's been a
Yeah.
lot of songs. Pay for this. I forgot. But yeah, so that's how that was. So Pay for This was like one of the most popular songs. And then came Poke It Out right behind it. I think Will shot that too. Yeah.
Shout out Will Gates, man, in the building. That's who shoots my podcast. We right here at the #1 film studio in Chicago. Great Nova Cinema Studios. Yeah, Will is great.
Yeah.
Let's go to, so the ladies is turned up right now, you know, for a minute. They getting it in. All the ladies is getting it in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you talk about this ratchet stuff that probably some people thought wouldn't even. And look at some of these young girls that's sexy red. What do you think about that?
I love all of them. I love all the girls. Like the ratchet ones, the non-ratchet ones. I feel like everybody is got something going on in their own way. Whether they ratchet, whether they just a lyricist, or whether they a stud, or you know, it's just good to see all the ladies kind of like flourishing. You know.
How does it make you feel that maybe you kind of imprinted that and influenced that kind of music? And maybe that some of these young ladies even fuck with you, look up to you, you know?
I say like, I mean, it make me feel good for those that do. I mean, for myself, period, just in life. It's outside of any type of influence. I'm just blessed to even be in any type, you know, just healthy. That's just how I look at life. But as far as like with the ladies, as far as the influence, I more so appreciate, not that nobody owe me anything, but I do appreciate those that who actually say it, because it's a lot of females that might not say it or might act like they don't know, but they know. But it's like with females, it'd be like, you know, a lot of egos and, you know, shit like that. So, you know, shout out to everybody that be doing that shit.
Now and then, I know it's two different times. This whole generation, new generation, you know, they have social media, they have, you know, platforms like that. But my question is, was it as competitive for the females then and now? And is it even very competitive like it is for the guys?
Was it as competitive then and now? See, I guess because I look at it as an aspect in it being room for everybody, unless you kind of doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all different types of genres of different rappers. And even if you're doing the same thing, there's still something different about you. So I really think it's room for everybody. And I think it's been like that shit from the start to even now. It's all about you and just how interesting you make yourself and how consistent you are.
Do you think it was long overdue for the girls to dominate? Because the ladies is dominating right now. I don't care what you say. The girls is #1 on the billboards. And
what was the question again?
do you think it's been about time for the ladies to dominate?
Yeah, I mean, I think
it was a long time coming.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great.
Who are some of your favorite of these new generation of females?
Okay, let me see, cause it's a lot. You mean in Chicago, or just period?
No, just period.
I like. You saying of the newer generation or just period?
Yeah, the newer generation.
I like all the girls. Like as far as Chicago, like I like. Man, it's so many different genres of girls that I like. I like all the Mouse Couture girls. I also like Blasian Dow. You know, she another artist, you know, that I like as well. I like some of the other girls that might not be as new generation, like Crazy Girl and Chantel True, and you know, even some of the girls, because to me, I look at everybody that's still working being fresh. So it's still some of my favorites, like Sasha Go Hard, and you know, some of the girls who probably have been out a little longer, but they still, you know, consistent. So I like all the girls. Like, I'm trying to think right now. Yeah, that was a lot. It's a bunch of them. Like, I have to look on my phone. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, I just named like 10.
Yeah, you did.
So, you know, like I like all the girls.
Have you?
All the generations. The the not so new, the older ones, like I like all of them. I think everybody is popping their shit. I love how a lot of the bigger artists coming to Chicago. Like I love Cardi. You know, I fuck with her. I like how Mulatto is. I respect her journey and how she networked with all the girls. So I just like all of it. As far as the female rappers, like I said, I like all of them. Dage, Big Daddy Dage, that's one of my favorites. That's like one of my top
Y'all just dropped something.
favorites. Actually, yeah. Me, Dage, and Sasha got a new song called On Fat that's super hot. I fuck with Dage outside of the song. I like her, period, as far as her brand. I feel like she was one of the first females that I heard from Chicago that came with the whole juke sound. And she's a huge influence on a lot of the songs that's popping now.
Big ups to you for working with a lot of these. You've worked with a lot of females in Chicago. You've given a lot of females the opportunity. I've been seeing you in your bag and some other stuff. I did see you in an upcoming project that's coming, a film, Primary Position, with a lot of amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm in it.
Hypno Carlito's movie. I see you getting ready to. That's getting ready to drop. I know you was doing that. I know you was off in LA. Me and you talked. You said you're. Well, I should let you say that. But you're doing other business ventures and you're building.
Yeah. I got a store coming soon that's about to open in Chicago and Beverly, so be on the lookout for that. I got a new podcast that's on the way called So Who Go Say It. That's my own show. It ain't even just podcast. It's like content too. It's super funny. So that's gonna do great. And, you know.
You know what?
And an album and my documentary. I got a lot of stuff coming up.
I did, you know, I love seeing you on, I did, shout out to Straight Drop when you was on that. But
Misha need to be on the way, but Bo need to bow on bullshit, so we ain't gonna go off into that.
But recently, I seen you on Angela Yee show.
Yeah, shout out to Angie. We got 2 projects on the way.
Y'all be kicking it. Y'all
That's
be talking about everything, you know? So that's dope. What's up with this? I know a lot of females got to look up to you as a mentor. So my question is, have you dibbled and dabbled, or I think you have dibbled and dabbled with managing, and are you open or are you still managing artists?
Okay, so let me tell you what all I did as far as when it comes to other girls and managing. Right now, managing, I don't have time for. And I feel like with managing, you have to get somebody, not saying none of them didn't, but you got to get people that, for one, understand the business. That's something people lack when it comes to like managing somebody, a person to think like you the owner, but it's like the business part, you know, it's a little, it takes a lot of patience, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you have personal relationships with people, they kind of, you know, they get it fucked up. Managing, I did certain, let me see who out. It's an artist named Pretty Avena. I don't know if you're familiar with Avena Money. She was like one of the first artists who I kind of like took and actually made a business situation with, to where, okay, this is who I'm gonna sign. I really believe in her. I still do. She a little firecracker, but I got a lot of love for her. I had worked with Nia Camp for a little while. Still got love for her, but that's a little experience. Sasha, me and her was working out something at one time. Key, you know, I think Key it was like probably the longest situation I did with her as far as how long it lasted. So it lasted probably like 30 days, 60 days and stuff like that. Not even like that, but it's just that when you first working with somebody, you kind of like got to get to learn, you know, them, and they got to get to learn you and your work ethic and stuff like that. So we did a probation type thing, and it did end up working out, but that was still, you know, I'm just giving you my catalog of different females that I worked with. I managed a project before that I started called WWA, where it was me, Katie Gaban, Sasha Go Hard, and a rapper Lucci V. I did the blueprint for that, the whole business plan, managed that situation. That ended up kind of like folding later on. So, you know, these is me multiple times managing different females and type shit. And for that reason, not saying that it won't work, it will, it can work, as long as the communication is on point and the business is on point. And right now, with my things to do list, it just ain't on the list. That's all.
Like she said, right now you don't have the time for it.
I got so much going on, but I got love for all of them still. Yeah. And you know, I wish everybody the best. And teamwork make the dream work. So I try to tell artists all the time, it ain't just, a lot of times it don't just be like what you do. You know, you gotta respect and value the people that's working with you and put in, teamwork make the dream work. So yeah. Right now I'm managing myself and I have all this shit going on. So realistically.
You don't have the time for it.
Yeah, I don't.
You focus on you. So you just mentioned something. You said, well, not to get into that situation. I'm just gonna ask you. You, Katie, you both from the low end. You got y'all got music together?
Yeah, me and
Katie. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
I even asked Will. I asked Bo.
Yeah, me and Katie got music together. Me, Katie, Sasha, and Lucci did a whole album. So we have 8 songs together. Me, Katie, and Sasha did a song before called I'm Hotter. So. Okay. We got songs together. We probably ain't got recent.
I was like, do Katie and Chella got music?
If you Google our names together in the search box, they should come up.
Okay. Give me some of your favorite moments in hip hop since it is 50 years of hip hop this week. Maybe some of the moments. I know you done worked with amazing people. I know you done traveled and rocked the stage with amazing. But give me maybe one of your favorite, most amazing moments in hip hop.
Okay. Let me think. Favorite moments in hip hop. I love shit. Let me see. Maybe you can. Let me see. Favorite moments. Shit, it's so many moments in hip hop. Like,
did you ever meet somebody you really looked up to, and you got that moment to vibe out, and maybe it wasn't even the performance or the event that night. It was just that moment in hip hop.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I met a lot of people, and there's some people that I met that I take pictures with. Some I just be cool, but you know who followed me recently and got in my DM a little bit, and I was like, that was like a fan moment for me. Queen Latifah.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, Queen Latifah. Wow. But I love all them. Everybody who know me know that I love Kim.
Kim, okay.
Kim and Trina for me is blueprint. You know what I'm saying? But I never really met. Now me and Trina did hella songs together. That's my girl. I never met Kim personally, but I went to her concert recently this year at the Happy Hour Music Fest.
Okay.
And I was out there, and it was just, I wasn't on stage or nothing. It was just me and both of my sisters. We were just in the crowd. So that was a fun hip hop moment to see her, but not only to see her, but to see her pop her shit. She was flawless. Everybody, usually they be hating on her because she do the little dances and all this extra shit. But she was beautiful. She was dripped the fuck down. Bitches still can't fuck with Kim on the drip. She looks good. Her makeup was good. Her show was good, and that was I can say that was a real proud hip hop moment for me recently, because that was just a couple of months ago. So yeah,
I got to meet the Queen too. I met her at the Shrine about 5 years ago.
I was there. Anytime Kim was in Chicago,
security took me right to her. Shout out to Big Ant. I was like, yo, I got to meet the Queen. And he took me right upstairs to it, and I met her that day.
It seemed like every time she come here, some kind of block come with me for some reason. I don't know why. She, that happened before with her they had this party at Adriana's. It's a long story, but yeah, we never, I was like, who the fuck these bitches is? They don't want me to meet Kim. What is going on? It happened it didn't happen the last time, but I could have pushed a little harder too. I could have used my Chella card. But at Adriana's, I was blown about that because I was actually supposed to perform. I was looking forward to it, and I don't know what happened, but the security guard came, and he they said you gotta go with this and that, you did this. I'm like, what? I had just gotten there. I'm like, y'all tell him, and for some reason, they was like, I said, this shit is a fucking, but it's okay.
Okay, we're gonna go. We need to know, Chella's top 5 of all time favorite It could be MC.
Female
it could
rappers?
be no. You can give me top 5. You give me 1 female, 5 females, but I need the top 5.
Okay. Let me see. Top 5 favorite. I love Kim. I love Trina. I love all the girls. See, with that top 5 shit, like I have to think, cause then motherfuckers at the top, damn.
And nobody asked you that ever. What's your top 5?
Let me think. Top 5. Okay, let me think, cause that's a thought. I got my man.
I'll give you top 10 if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I really like these young boys right now. Where's one? His name Twin, but they twins. They like 14. He like one of my favorite rappers right now.
Twin?
Yeah, his name Baby Twin.
Baby Twin. He got TikTok or anything?
I don't know. I think he just like in production mode, but like I heard, like I know about 8 of his songs by heart. Like he a superstar, and I look forward to what he gonna do in the future. It's him.
14.
It's another little boy from Chicago named Darrow. He ain't as young as Twin, but the boy Lil Darrow, like I really like his music. I feel like he got a real different sound, like rock star type vibe. You know, them 2 of my favorites.
Dope.
You want me to finish telling it? Because it sound like you finna say something.
No.
That's 2. Who is the favorite? I like from back in the day. Okay, because it's like back in the day, now, like just mix them in.
That's why I gave you 10.
Okay, favorite rappers. I love Jay-Z.
Jigga.
I love Bump, Ty Money, Dirk, Herb, all the Chicago boys. Duck. I love a lot of Duck songs. If I'm listening, like in my car, certain shit I ain't got no business playing. Just play with you by yourself. Sosa, of course. I still listen to like the younger playlist. So with my car, it's gonna be turn up. You know what I'm saying? Fiend. You know, Fiend was one of my favorite guy rappers. New York. Fabulous. I used to really like Mace a long time ago. Yeah.
Mace dope.
Artists.
I like the podcast they got going on too, him and Cam.
I haven't saw that, but
It's pretty dope.
I haven't saw that. I can imagine it is,
It's
but
called It Is What It Is.
Mace, he give me though, but you know what? He give me like Puffy did this to me, I'ma do it to everybody else vibes. So once I peeped that, it made me look at him like, you know, like, but music and like growing up and that I liked Mace. ESTG, I love his music.
You notice I ain't bring that up, right?
What?
Sasha was here around the time the United Center incident happened.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even really Sasha I really wanted to ask, right? You was the one that, you know, let them know, hey, look, I don't remember exactly. I think we made a post on it, and I don't want verbatim right now fuck up what you said that day. But that was gangster.
It was really a misunderstanding.
Yeah, I get it.
It really wasn't even like that. But me bring him up was because I do like his music. Anybody who know me know, like, I always, you know, you know, if I know your songs and you a nigga and I know about 8 of your songs, then
I think you taught him about that situation. I think you taught him a lesson about, you know, that day. I think you taught Young and a valuable lesson that day.
well, like I said, them really wasn't my attention. It was more like reflex. And that's just like with anybody. It wasn't like, see, from the way that it was shown, it kind of looked like that. But for one, it really wasn't like that. It just so happens the guy who was with us, who put the footage out, he was sneaking. We didn't even know that he was taking the footage. So he was sneaking, taking the footage just with us. And he got mad for some other shit because Sasha put up like a clip of her own. And he felt like, you know, some cameraman, and you know, that's why you got to watch and make sure. And this goes back to team. This somebody who I just worked with before, and we needed somebody who's the last minute. So when the footage got out, it just looked like I walked up like, yeah, nigga, you from, it wasn't really like that. Nor was we fanned out. Like, his dressing room was right next to Sasha's. It just so happens he walked past where we was at, and that's when I was like, you know, but everybody who was walking past, I was telling them, Dirk walked past, I'm take a picture of this because I'm working with Sasha tonight. I wasn't even really like worried about pictures myself. It's like getting content. You know how it is when you, she performing, you feel me? It's
We
her
heard you
time.
bucking for your art. It sounded like you was bucking for your artist.
I wasn't even bucking. I was
Well-
just networking, communicating. I was calm and peaceful. You know what I'm saying? We was cool. Dirk walked past. He stopped, take pictures. Herb walked past. Stopped. Anybody who walked past, it's just me networking on Babyface Ray. This Sasha go hard. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
So when he walked past, I remember when he first came up, he was like, damn, it smells good as hell. I'm assuming he's talking about me because I'm always smelling good as hell. And that's why I was smelling good as hell. And then that's what made me say, you know, take a picture with Sasha or whatever. And then it was like, he was like, and he could have been, like he said, he was high or whatever. I ain't look at it like, yeah, nigga, woo, woo. It was kind of like the other shit, you know, the clips and all that kind of made it look like, you know, but it is what it is at the same time, too. But that's neither here nor there.
Give us some of your favorite shows, like TV shows out right now that may be on your off time, just chill time you want to watch.
I binge watched a show called Ruthless, Tyler Perry Ruthless. I love all of Detroit movies right now, the Tubi movies.
You mess with those, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love a lot of the Chicago movies that even if I ain't love them, I'm going to say them because I ain't going to say nobody else and don't talk about my own Chicago people. It's a few I'm in, called Hands Up with me, dude from Biggie, I forgot his name.
Yeah, Jamal.
And Chris Loft and a few of that. That's called Hands Up. It's a Chuck Whitman film. That's one of my favorite Chicago movies. I like the new movie Bo got his shit going on. Even though I ain't see it, that's my brother, so I'm gonna pop my shit when I saw it. But that I love watching documentaries on YouTube.
Okay. Give me some of your favorite podcasts. I see you support a few podcasts. You make your appearance here and there, so.
I like your podcast.
Thank
It's one of
you.
my favorite
I
podcasts.
appreciate that.
I like Me and Bo podcast. I like my new podcast coming up. I like, I ain't seen a whole lot of podcasts. I love Angie.
Angie, I was gonna say.
Angie is one of my lip services, lit,
Y'all,
inspiration.
lip service, that's the name of it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They be talking about all type of stuff on there.
Yeah.
You hear me?
I like everything. I'm just happy. I love everything. It's not too much that I hate or feel a way about. Even things that I'm not a fan of, I understand it just ain't for me and my energy, but it's somebody, you know, that it's for.
Favorite foods?
I
What you like
love
to eat?
eating.
What you like to eat? What's your
I
favorite?
love steak. I love Ruth Chris chicken. I love fried chicken.
No vegan
pizza. Like I'm still, and that's really not nothing to be bragging about because at this point in life, you know, I was on my fitness, well, really not fitness. I was on my lipo shit, and I supposed to stuck to it, did healthy shit, and here I am back just unhealthy as fuck. So it's.
Well, you don't look unhealthy.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you don't.
But I eat unhealthy, so. But yeah, it's all good. Like I love.
Well,
chicken.
you love beef, right, and all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah, I love beef.
Okay, well,
And
no,
I love chicken.
no vegan here. You hear me? No vegan here. Favorite comedians that you like that make you laugh?
I like Pretty V.
Pretty V.
She a comedian from I don't know if she a comedian, but she a comedian from Atlanta. I like Chicago comedians like Rico So Funny. Me, cause I'm a comedian too now. I like all the guys that like Rico So Funny, Big Jermaine. What's the other one name? D Brown. Yeah, I like them. I like the girls that's funny. It's a lot of Chicago.
Niche.
I love not just niche.
Yeah, she
okay,
a
see,
girl.
it's levels to comedians.
Uh-huh.
it's comedians to me that like go out and go on stage and shit, and then you got the internet comedians.
Oh yeah.
Corporate, Don
But they're
Terrio,
dope
like
too. They're dope too.
all of them is like I like all of them.
Okay.
Cuz it's fun, you know. All them, you know.
This ain't rolled down, but you brought up that you started something we have in common, right? You said, and you blew my wig back when you said you got into rapping because you was a poet at first, right?
Yeah.
That's how Pop stand for Prince of Pain. That's how I came in the industry, doing spoken word. I done work with Black Ice Restaurant, all of them. Malik Yusuf, I done work with all of them.
That's what's up.
Who's your favorite poet? That's my question.
My favorite poet is a female named Dorothea Robinson.
Okay.
She's from Chicago. She got a few books that she recently wrote, and she write like poems and stuff like that. And I like a lot of her poems and her books.
Salute to everybody doing poetry. It leads to bigger and better things, but poetry is so dope. And shout out to some of the Chicago queens that I done seen that get on that got the, you know, more like K. Sarah, and there's a few bad chicks, but salute to all y'all. Favorite places that you have visited?
Dubai was my favorite.
Even
trip.
though I be hearing like ladies can't get loud over there, stuff like that.
I don't have to get loud. I like to chill and enjoy the vibes.
But it's a beautiful place.
Beautiful, weather is beautiful, it's clean, shopping is good, I ate good, relaxing, peaceful, good energy.
Different culture though, right?
They all Arabians, they Dubai. That's one of my favorite trips I went. I just left Belize like this week.
We seen you too.
I wouldn't want to go back to Belize. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. It's just you go certain places and certain places is a vibe and some name. Belize was cool, but I like to be around just like for example, a few places I've been like DR. They all good experiences and fun. But when I'm riding through and I'm like seeing how people pour, you know what I'm saying? That don't make me feel like, you know, woo, it make me sad. It make me want to take off what I got and get them. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like that in Belize. Because Belize was probably the most poorest place I've been to, where I seen it was just like a lot of people didn't have on shoes. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm coming out my shit like here, you know? So
when I was 16 and I went to Puerto Rico, it was like that in Puerto Rico. Some of the kids didn't have no shoes. And, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Since it is 50 years of hip hop, and we, you know, I kind of want to stay on hip hop, or you know, end it towards hip hop. If you could do a record with anybody in the industry, that one person, other than Drake don't count around here.
I love Drake.
No, we can't put in Drake.
I was finna
We can't
say
put
Drake.
We'll let you put in Nicki, but not Drake. If you could do a record with anybody, because that's the common, you know, everybody like, Drake. Of course, Drake.
I love Drake though.
Well, okay, but if you could do a record with anybody,
male or female,
anybody you want, you could even put, you know what, I'll let you pick a male and a female, you all do three on the same track.
I wouldn't waste them features.
Okay, well give me a male and give me a female.
Female, single or rapper?
An artist.
It don't matter. You're supposed to be making it easier.
No, because I want you to, you know, check that in.
Beyonce.
Ooh.
Who ain't gonna say Beyonce though? That's like Drake.
Ooh.
Rapper, female rapper, I would say, okay, Beyonce for female singer. Female rapper, I would say Cardi.
Cardi, of course, yes.
Cardi would be, and I love all the girls. I like Nicki, you know what I'm saying? But
Cardi got that sauce.
Male rapper, do a song with. I want to do a song with. I don't know. I would have to go research some stats, cause that'll matter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I end my little segment, right? What we do is I throw 3 names out there. I'm gonna ask you name by name, and I just want to say, you know, you say share it with us, or whatever come to mind, positive, negative, whatever you want,
Okay.
or you know, you can even tell me, hey, Pop, no comment. I don't care. You know, but that's how I am my show.
How
We
do
like
you
to
do
know,
it?
you know, you already told us you mess with the podcast and kind of foods and all that, but number one name. Now this name I kind of wanted to stay away from, but I have a team and they wanted me to ask you. He's been trending in Chicago. He's from Chicago. I think he's in Texas right now. Shout out to anybody who did stuff for Chicago. And I'm personally not bringing you down. I think it's different while you're trending. Ford, man, is all over the dam, in the cages, talking about plugging Angie G.
Shout out to Ford.
Okay.
Shout out to Ford, man. What's crazy is, like, I got love for Ford, so, like, even if I feel a certain way because of my past, I've been knowing for a long time, it's a way I'ma still vocally speak about Ford. You know, just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Now, what the fuck, like, hey, I be getting up, well, not this week, but like when it was first going on, like, I definitely know what's going on, because I be looking. I get up, go on Twitter, I be looking for, like, what the fuck is Ford finna do now? So, I don't know, man, like, I don't know, it's just like, I can't say, like, what's going on, but I don't know, like, I don't even know what to say.
Ford
I don't even know what to
different
say.
right now, Joe. Ford kind of different right
But you
now.
know what? And I be having conversations because, of course, everybody be talking about it. And some of my friends, they like, man, somebody must have slipped them some, woo, 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 woo. And I just don't feel like that. I feel like Ford, like, man, fuck y'all. This is some shit I've been wanting to do. And this is what the fuck I do at this point in my life. And that's the energy that I think that he has. Like, and he don't really give a fuck about what nobody got to say. However, people like, oh, what about your son? Maybe he's dealing with, however, like, that's on them. But, hey, I don't know. Now, I can't.
You like it, I love it. Right? I seen him. He ain't got no shame in his game. Angela Lee just was with him.
I know that.
They asked him, he was like, oh, you want to see? You know what I'm saying?
He's filming himself, so it ain't like a secret. Like I said, he just don't give a fuck. And he really always never gave a fuck. If you think about it, it's just levels of areas of not giving a fuck. When he was doing tattoos and music, he always been like a little, you know, but hey, he's just an extra super freaky. And not to take up for him, but it be a lot of niggas who, I ain't saying a lot of niggas do all that, but a lot of niggas sexually don't publicly do what they really think about. And this is something that I've learned even heavier.
Facts.
Over the past couple of years.
Facts.
Like, you know, and as you grow from your teens to 20s to 30s, it's like you be having little certain freaky fantasies, and it's like, shit.
I ain't got no extra freaky shit. My shit be regular freaky shit.
A lot of men do, but it's a lot of men, a lot of men do it be regular, but I'm saying though, like.
I did 20 years. I don't even know where the extra shit come from. Like, it be extras. Well, you know, you ain't finna throw me in no cage. You ain't finna whip the shit out of me with no motherfucking black leather shit. For what? That don't turn me on. It just, yeah, no. I'm just.
I get it. It's just, I
to
ain't
each his
saying
own,
that, but I'm just saying,
to each his
like.
own. You like it? I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, some of the shit, it was like, cause like, I had looked and I'm like, this motherfucker eating some period pussy. What the fuck?
I ain't
But
watched
then I saw that and it was close up too. I'm like, damn, this. But I thought about it and I remember a guy. I know that it's niggas who do be into. It ain't just him, no. Niggas do be into. It's called vampiring. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas just, they don't be saying it because I done had a couple of people that brought it up that I've heard say, like, you know what I'm saying? He just living he living his truth. And as long as he's living his truth, then, you know, it can't bother nobody else. Of course, niggas don't be like, man, I don't want to see that shit. But that ain't why he doing it, I guess. I don't know.
We done talking about Ford right now. You hear me? We love you though. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates. What do you think about Kevin Gates?
See, that's what I'm saying. Kevin Gates, I don't know a lot of him and a lot about him, and I don't like to speak on men I don't really know nothing about. You know, I don't really know nothing about Kevin Gates like that, and
he's very outspoken.
he is, and he, you know, because he kind of went through some sexual issues too, right?
I think he shared that with Big Boy on his podcast.
Yeah, like he had been touched or something to that. Yeah, so, you know.
Okay.
You know, shout out to him and his family, you know, or whatever his household, or, you know.
I fuck with Kevin Gates' music. I do. I like Kevin Gates.
Yeah, I don't know. I met him one time. He was up at the courthouse up here. I think he was in jail, and we was like passing through courtrooms, and he was like, I just got the county or something. But other than that, I don't know a lot about Kevin Gates.
Okay, let me switch it. Let me give you one female. You know, see if you up here. We like to know what y'all think. You know, we know what we think. You know what I'm saying? Doja Cat.
I think Doja Cat is a very creative artist. I think she knows how to stay relevant. I think her streaming is extraordinary. She one of the top female rappers, right? And she doing her. If she want to shave her eyebrows off, then that's her form of art. So that's it.
There you have it. Look, this What's Poppin' podcast. It's your boy OG Pop, Chella H in this motherfucker. We at the #1 film studio in Chicago, Great Nova Cinema Studios, Open World Films. Poppin', baby.
I'm on go like a green light. Yeah. Boy, your pockets only fat because your jeans tight. That's true. Lost my real bro in 2000, still don't seem right. Damn. My life is a movie, just fall back and sit tight.